Good afternoon. I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And cruising with the case handler. A show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. Now for the news in details. The process of authenticating local public documents intended for use overseas and foreign documents to be used in Jamaica will soon become simpler, more efficient, and less time-consuming. This consequent on the passage of the Authentication Foreign Public Documents Bill 2020 in both houses of Parliament. It will facilitate a more simplified process by requiring an approved authentication certificate as proof of legislation of public documents. This is the apostille certificate, which is issued by an authority designated by the state in which a public document originates. The bill was approved by the House of Representatives on Thursday, October 6, while the Senate backed the legislation during its sitting on Friday, October 16 at Gordon House. Leader of Government Business in the Upper House, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, who piloted the bill, explained that it will facilitate the implementation of the Hague Convention, abolishing the requirement for legislation for foreign policy documents, which will have a far-reaching impact, especially regarding the ease of doing business. The report of the Independent Review Team, which was established to examine concerns that were raised about the Caribbean Examination Council's CXC grading system this year, is to be released today. The review team completed its report on Friday and submitted the report to CXC Chairman Professor Hilary Beckles. The review of the results of this year's regional examination follows widespread outrage from parents, students, school administrations, and educational ministries across the Caribbean regarding the examination grades, which were described as being inconsistent and shocking. In a statement on Friday on its Facebook page, CXC said the independent review team report on the administration of the July to August 2020 Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate CSEC and Cape Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE is to be presented by Beckles on Sunday. Several ministries of education across the region wrote to CXC requesting a thorough investigation of the anomalies that were said to have been detected in relation to the grades among the students who took the examinations. In a few days, People's National Party (PNP) presidential aspirants Mark Golding and Lisa Hanna will receive the delegates list to be used in the November 7 internal polls to replace Dr. Peter Phillips, who will be conducted by the Electoral Office of Jamaica (EOJ). So far, Golding and Hanna are the only two declared candidates who have signed the code of conduct outlined by the party, committing them to a clean and fair campaign. The party's secretariat, headed by General Secretary Julian Robinson, was yesterday finalizing the list for distribution to the candidates on Tuesday. Just over a year ago, 2,778 delegates voted in the leadership contest featuring Dr. Peter Phillips and former Manchester Central Member of Parliament Peter Bunting. Phillips won by 76 votes, but went on to lead the PNP to defeat in September's general election. The PNP won 14 of the 63 seats. Some PNP sources says the current list is not expected to be more than 3,000 delegates. In sports with Cricket West Indies, CWI, recent announcement that the Professional Cricket League regional 4-day competition could start in February because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Jamaica Scorpions squad is now back training, preparing for that date. Jamaica Cricket Association Chief Executive Officer Courtney Francis says the Scorpions squad began training on Wednesday at Sabina Park. Francis said that the Scorpions players and management have been adhering to the protocols that have been established by the Ministry of Health and Wellness at every training session. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, a key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. On behalf of the news and the production team, I am Tracy Spence. Do have a good afternoon.